Hey, Juwan. You guys started 1 for 6 from the 3-point line, end up shooting 50% from 3 in the second half. What kind of led to that turnaround, and how are you feeling about your 3-point shooting right now from your team?
I would just say you guys just made shots. They made shots. Those open looks that we miss, they were good shots. Sometimes it just happens that way, but I love the fact that our guys just stayed with it, did not hold their heads down and had the next play mentality. And with the next shot mentality, that helps. Second half, we could have easily just said, put our heads down and say, you know what, the shot's not going, or I'm afraid to shoot the shot that's open. React to how the defense is playing. I'm proud to see that they read how the defense is playing them, and then, sure enough, basketball gods, it happens. Started rolling in.
Anthony?
Juwan, for you, what was the difference between the first 5 minutes, last 5 minutes, compared to the 30 minutes in between?
All of them are a sign of growth. The first 5 minutes, like I touched on, the ball wasn't going in, but we still was playing hard. You see where the lead was, there was 2-point lead led by us, or 2 points led by Jackson State. I knew coming in that Jackson State was going to compete, because they have a coach who you can see how energetic. The teaching, I can listen to the teaching that's happening on the sideline. So his team was prepared for this game. The last 5 minutes, they made some shots, and there were a couple turnovers by us, which are some uncharacteristic turnovers, but we'll grow from it.
Alejandro?
Juwan, I know yourself and other members of the coaching staff identified rebounding as a potential issue coming into this year. What are some things you can work on improving it, and how big of a concern has it been?
Well, yes, we lost the rebounding battle by 6, but we have 3 days to prepare for it, because I know we have another game that's on Tuesday. We're not looking too far ahead because we want to enjoy this holiday the best way we can, but we'll get better with it.
Hey, Hunter, there's a stretch there where he looked like he banked something up and went back to the locker room. Was there something happening in the game, or is he dealing with something?
I'm not sure. I know he left, but he came back. So it was great to see the big fella was healthy enough to join us. And in the second half, as you saw, he played some big minutes in the second half and was extremely effective too.
Andrew?
A couple of things. I guess with the offense, how much how much of it is based on just shots going in, or are there other issues you think you can work to improve on?
The shots didn't fall. Yeah.
And then second game in a row that at one point all 5 starters were on the bench. Is it fair to call that you're sending a message, or is it you're still figuring out,
We have a deep team.
Right.
We have a very deep team. You have Terrence Reed Jr., Dougie McDaniels, Joey Baker, Youssef, Jace. Then you also have Isaiah over there and Will Shedder. I mean, we have, and then the list keep growing. Greg. There will be some times when we need to allow those 5 guys to get some rest, and as you can see, like when they got back in, we went on another run.
David?
Hey, Juwan. So going back to that Hunter question, when he was in the locker room, how did you and the other coaches approach how you were playing the game with him out?
We have Terrence Reed Jr., who was able to fill in when Hunter went out, and it's always like the next man up mentality.
In the back, coach?
Hey, Juwan, last 2 games your team has shot from behind the arc more than half of your shots have come from 3 basically the last 2 games. I was just wondering, is that something that you and the coaches have stressed, or is that kind of just been the flow of the games?
Yeah, open looks. And get open looks. Our young men are smart enough to be able to take what the defense gives them. And so, shot 33s. I don't find anything wrong with that.
One more from Paul.
Hey, Juwan.
40%, I'll take that any day. 12 to 30, yeah, I'll take that.
Hey, Juwan, team had 13 blocks, 9 of which were in the second half as well. Did you change anything defensively to get those higher volume blocking there, or what did you kind of see there?
We have guys that are very competitive, and You know, they take the one-on-one challenge, and they also do a very good job of contesting shots. And, you know, that's pretty elite level to be able to time, like for example, Jet. You know, I think he may have thus far 9 on-ball blocks, if not 9, at least 7 for sure. And that's hard to do without fouling. It just says, you know, he's able to, with his length and also timing when a guy gets ready to shoot a release, to be able to jump and contest without fouling. Sometimes you'll see guys end up fouling the shooters, and that's something that we do not teach, but our Kobe was another one. You know, some blocks on ball, and that's something that, you know, a lot of folks don't talk about, that you can see those guys growing as two-way players.
Andrew?
You know, with the holiday break about to be upon us and some, I guess I'll call them higher profile games next week, where, are you happy with where you're at right now? Kind of bigger picture, how do you assess where the team is?
It's early in the season. I'm sure a lot of teams like us is not playing their best basketball, you know, and we will get better and better game by game. And I look at every game that we play, a high-profile opponents.
Anything else? Okay, Coach.
Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving.